Going live for the first time, you're always like, oh no, what am I doing? Who am I? Am I a person? Can you hear me? Actually, I should always make sure too. Like, let's listen back and make sure that all of the recording stuff is working. See? Like, glad I did that. There's a horrible sound in the background. Booyah, check that out. So that one has a horrible sound, but what's this one doing? Everything perfect. That's what happens. Alright, save that just cause. And always title. Title things to make it easier over time. Plan ahead. Papa. But it's always like, how do you name it? And you just quick. Live. Talking Tremors. Live. Talking Tremors time. Because alliteration's always cool. And then don't forget to actually restart your recording again. So we'll restart that one because we know it's going good. And then we'll stop this one to see if the horrible sound's still there. Horrible sound still there. So, we pull. It should just be as much as that too. Even just shut the computer. Open the computer back up. Sometimes it just needs that little restart, little kick. Ba-ba-da-bum. But this again, folks, is why you check beforehand. I was doing the live thing because it's like, hello. I can improvise in real time, but also still got to check things. And why am I wearing a hat inside? What? What are the reasons? You'll find out. Peekaboo. Let's see what this one did. We can do less seconds, find out more. Still a horrible sound. So now we've got to do straight start. And have you turned it off and on again? No, that's great. Yes, okay. Now that you've done that, turn it off and on again. Turn it the fuck off. I'm back on again. That's what you're doing. That's what I'm doing now. Turn it off and on again. The computer's not working, so you got to. Yes, I'm Maurice Moss. There's a fire in 123 building. Looking forward to hearing from you. Great show. Terrible writer. Graham Linehan sucks. But you know what? There's always more people working on a show than just one. Like right now there's only one viewer, so whoever that one viewer is like, wait, what the fuck, are you talking to me? Yes, I saw you. Thank you. Oh my god, I thought I washed my hands. What the hell is that? Look at that. Look at that, Twitch people. Seriously. Oh my god. I've been making food and washing my hands all morning. What the hell did I just get into? That's what happens when you go outside. It's gardening. That's all gardening. Damn it, man. I'm gonna have to stop this to wash my hands. Otherwise you're gonna be like, did I poop my pants? And then wipe my hands with it? No, it's just the garden. Although there's poop in the garden because of the manure, but that's like old, man. So now I'm trying to use like the tip of my finger, barely touching it. Ugh. Gotta make sure this is working. And then we'll start. But again, clickety click, 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 clickety click, 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 click download again. And okay, it's gone down. Okay. It's changed. That's a win. I think Oh, it is. Oh. You can't charge it and use the camera at the same time. It's a tablet, so I mean that's what. No, it's not much, but you know, kind of. Oh wow. But oh man, Chromebooks. It was cheap, and it does the job. But now let's try it. See if that works. I'm just making noise and sound right now to see if the camera works. It probably will, please. And we're back. It's Inception. Booyah. Booyah. Okay. Again, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'm gonna stop that recording, come back, save it. Alright. And yeah, I gotta, like I said, I'll wash my hands. It'll take me how long it takes to sing happy birthday twice. Right. So if you're wondering why it took me like 6 happy birthdays, I had to pee too. So, 2 peas, 1 washing your hands. But yeah. It's still, I think some of that's oil. Oh, it definitely is. Because I was picking up this railroad tie yesterday. Had all that creosote shit on it. Son of a bee. Son of a mother humper. And look who back again, drinking water, water's your friend, drinking water. I'm speaking semi-softly. I mean, I'm kind of really, it's not that I'm tired. It's more I'm just done, man. It's so hard. It's good, and that's part of the reason I'm doing the live episode is if you have any questions, or if you're pissed too, or if you're sad, or anything, man, now's the time. We all gotta be here for each other in some sense, wherever. Be here for anybody, man. And fuck. This isn't alcohol, this is coffee. I mean, you can't see anything. Yeah, it's brown. I mean, there's plenty of brown alcohols, but not that. It's not Guinness. I didn't pour Guinness in a coffee. Oh, God, that's disgusting. I don't even like beer, but I'm just not, thinking of that. Ugh, please. Just put that shit in a bottle. Thank you. That's all we need. Ugh. Yeah, man. And yeah, for the one viewer, maybe you'll be the only one that knows. Maybe, but I'm not even doing any notes this episode. I don't have it opened. It's a closed book. Closed book test. Again, because I know enough of it already, and there's so much we're all pissed about. Fuck. Improv is where it's gonna be at today. So again, I want to make sure my cameras are going after my pee test, Don't want to hear that sound. No sound. Cool. And I have most of my notifications off, so like if you're trying to reach me, sometimes I won't see it. Not that I do much on anything, so like nobody really ever says anything to me, so it's, but if you're trying to, Twitch. Okay. So yeah, to the one viewer. What the hell are you thinking? Did you think I was dead? I've been hearing reports. I don't know why I'm going southern with Burt. Gotta bring it back. Listen, folks. Been hearing a lot of things lately about my presupposed demise. Well, let me be the first to inform you. Burt Gummer's going nowhere. Fact of the matter is, I had to break away. You see, there's been some happenings around perfection, and some rather unsavory characters. And as far as I'm concerned, I had to skedaddle on the down low, make them think I was dead. But you, lonesome viewer, will know the truth. Now I ask you, humble perfectionite, don't worry. Gummer is in a hurry. Again, that's all improv. I don't know. I'm just thinking of stuff. Because again, Bert's not dead. I'm not. You thought I was dead. You thought I was dead. Excuse me. How many things have you seen that I went through that I came out alive? I fought an ambush of shriekers with nothing but my old 2 fisticuffs. Wham bang, chicken check from the old Burt Gummer. Even when I ran out of small arms fire. Even when I had not but my wits and my wisdom. And I may have shot that truck. But I tell you this, who put them all in that warehouse? And I forgot that there was food in that warehouse. But you know what? Whose bombs blew them up? That's right, folks. Don't count me out. Remember that time I got swallowed by that old, well, we called him Drippy in the end. Don't mind us. Around perfection, we like to give our creatures a little bit of a name. Hallelujah. I don't know why I keep slipping, like, southern for Burt. I feel he's so angry right now. There's presupposed, Precambrian, preternatural. Actually, that was actually pretty good. So yeah. Welcome to Talking Tremors. I am your host, Burt Gummer. Graboid, Shrieker, Ass Blaster, and Mixmaster, Killer Extraordinaire. And as I said at the beginning, you thought I was dead. Can't make Trevor's movie without me. Oh, Melvin, he's been trying. You know, he pushes his propaganda films. It's not like to call him out there, but we got him. We got our own set of, well, we call them a little bit of Stampede Entertainment films that well, Melvin Plug, he can't touch. He works with old Universal Pictures, and they put out that schlock, but we got it real covered. God damn, wouldn't that be cool though? Like, legitimately, like, in universe, Melvin is the one making, like, bad Tremors movies, and you find out, oh my god, hold on, again, that's why I love this podcast. You're always thinking of those ideas, and that's what I think Daniel and I were talking about that too, where it's, oh, what if, like, he's been making them the whole time? Or even, I think Chris and Odd and I were talking about that, like, the reason there's shitty Tremors movies is Melvin. It's all his, like, trying to make himself look better. Like, and that even makes sense, too, in that, like, oh, why did Burt Gummer kind of go, like, the arc of him for, like, 1, 2, 3 is that it's definitely up. Like, that's, to all Burt Gummer fans, I love you guys, and I'm on that board of, like, yeah, 1, 2, 3. I mean, he's, like, okay, he is crazy, but there's, like, some sensibility to him, and then, like, 5, 6, and 7, you just, like, tank the character. I'm always just, okay, so this is, what the fuck just happened here? It wasn't that big of a jump. Where'd you go, Burt? Where'd you go? But I imagine Burt Gummer's very angry right now. Along with the majority of us. I think I keep getting off track in my mind because I keep looking at Burt. And, I almost wish that Melvin was making those films, if that was the reality. That would be a great storyline. Like I said, that's... Burt Gummer got shitty because of Melvin, but, like, the truth of the matter is that, yeah, guns sell, I think, in the end. I'll get into that, not at the beginning. But yeah, Melvin wrote the bad Tremors movies. That's my headcanon. I love that. But yeah, so hey everybody, you're probably like, what the fuck is happening? This is not a normal episode of Talking Tremors, and you're welcome. Boom. You know, you gotta keep to a format, but change things. That's what makes it fun, novel, new. So when I first started, I had to change up and do that pilot script reading, because everyone was like, where's the pilot script? Here, fucking just go watch it. There you go, done. And B, because it just made it more fun. It was fun to just, like, change things up, do different characters. Again, that's why I'm going to switch it up too on the next episode, which I'm probably, might do tomorrow even, or tomorrow or Wednesday. And I'll even try to do that live, where I'll just do a straight reading of the original Tremors 2 script with Earl and Val and Burt and Heather all back in the movie, and it's pretty much just a regular movie. Besides, like, honestly, I think the biggest change is always that Hank character. Like, there's this one guy called Hank the Wild Man, and it's just, like, the weirdest, like, where the fuck was that going? Because that was strange. Again, we'll explore that more as we go. But yeah, you know, I gotta switch things up, and again, R.I.P. Fred Ward, man. I guess that's why we're all here. God damn it. Damn it, Valentine. Damn it, Universal. Here I was. I would have done any movie. Actually, damn it, Universal. You know, I was in the second fucking Tremors movie. Did it twice. You know how hard it is for an actor to do a movie twice. Even when they, like, sequels are looked down on. And that's the truth of it. Like, man, Fred Ward was an awesome actor. I'm really regretting that I never really watched Remo Williams before he died. Like, I'm actually getting it now. On my download list, getting it. Because, goddamn, you watch clips of it from shit. What the holy fuck, man. Acting, when you find out that acting is range. Or The Right Stuff. I need to watch that one. That other one looks awesome. I always, you know, when an actor dies, you learn about their filmography and where things go. And of course, obviously, I know Fred Ward from Tremors. Oh man, that's what you've been doing, dude. And holy shit, what a life lived. It was really cool when he died, or when the news broke, because he died on like May 8th, but then nobody found out till the 12th, because that's who Fred Ward fucking was, man. Like, that was just his personality. and then reading everybody, like, on Facebook and Imgur and then Twitter. Actually, the celebrities on Twitter is always really cool. I got obviously Kevin Bacon calling out the Django Reinhardt and jazz guitar. But then, like, seeing Freddie Prinze Jr. talking about him and, like, how he's teaching him stuff. And, like, son of a bitch, you don't realize those connections. Like, holy crap. Like, all right. Diedrich Bader, you're like, oh, man. Actually, Diedrich was really talking him up, too. Just how much of a straight human being. Like, I was going to say class act, but, like, Fred Ward was too much of a class act to be called a class act. Like, he was just a person, like, across the board. And yeah, it's so. And normally I would be. It's easier. It's not hard to talk about death for me. Like, that's not what's pissing me off right now. I'm getting really held back by, like, everything as I talk about. Man, he was just a cool dude, awesome to work with. So, what the fuck was happening that, like, Fred Ward came back? He was on the first Tremors movie, and then the second one, and then, like, what was the fuck around that ended up happening to him? Because he had a great time on the second one. That's always, like, you'll never get an interview with Fred Ward, which is really funny. I always again, I love that part about him. Like, they couldn't, like, to actually find Fred Ward sometimes was just straight up difficult, like, impossible. Like, he's like, there's that Bill Murray thing about the voicemails, but, like, Fred Ward would just, like, you would just happen to meet him in a cafe sometimes and ask him if he wanted to do something, and okay, hell yeah, that sounds like a good time. So, and so, like, you have that personality, I get it, but you got him back for the second movie, all right? So you're able to contact him enough, and, like, and I gotta say, like, that's around a time, like, his huge heyday would definitely be, like, 85 to, like, 95. Actually, that to 85 to 96, the Aftershocks. And that's, like, just a good straight 10 years of Fred Ward killing it with acting. And it's not about having him back. But again, I wonder about that relationship, about what made him come back that first time, and then how it never happened again after. Like, that's where, that's huge, man. If you're, I don't know if you if you look at acting as those major, like, when you get major roles and stuff, and you like, someone gets defined by something, and especially back in the 80s, or actually pre-90s, that's always and where sequels were heavily looked down upon. And you have Fred Ward, who was I can't ever say co-star, because him and Val are both stars in that movie, so they're both starring. Like, there's no co-star. And there's no co-star in the cast. Everybody's fucking pulling their weight, too. And you have him in that, and then go, like, oh yeah, hey, Fred, we want you back for the next one. And he's like, hell yeah, sign me up, man. Like, he must have really loved it the first time. At that time, like I said, he's a person that's never done another sequel. Like, that's not, like, people talk about that with Kevin Bacon, where Kevin Bacon has never done another sequel to anything. Look at Fred Ward's discography. He's never done a sequel to anything except for Tremors. So again, you go, like, whoa, what was that relationship the first time? And then when it came back, what the fuck happened? And that's, you look at the, well, shit, man, there was the drop in budget, and then Universal kind of being like, meh, we want you to make this, but also we don't care. So you'd be like, oh, wow, I feel like Fred, and this is all speculation, and it's not really, but this is my educated guess, had that great time on the first movie, because that was a true, like, Stampede production. That was their, like, let's do this together. And then doing the second movie was just like, oh, so this is more of what the studio system is turning into. Okay, I'm just gonna go to my mansion now, and if I see you in the cafe, let me know if you got a good script. Because I feel like a human, I get burnt out by it. I'm not even a part of it, and there's a part of my soul that's just like, man, this shit is dumb, fucking dumb. Just not okay. And see, dumb is not. I don't think it's accurately described. It's mean. That's always what I get. Where I would, like, my soul gets crushed by it. We're like, just stop being mean, man. This is not like. It's not. It's again. It's not that negativity thing. Like, if you got some criticism, criticism is great and fine. Construct away with it. But there's just some meanness, man. Some backstabby, fucking aroundy meanness, and I'm always just like, don't fucking bring that into this, man. Punch up. Always punch up. And yeah, man, I'm sitting here lamenting, the studio system and Fred Ward's death. And I'm even thinking too, because it's part of the Tremors pilot, the one with Kevin Bacon, was that, and they tried to get Fred Ward back, and the plan was that he was going to come back. He's actually a part of the pilot, not even alluded to, like he's a part of the plot in the sense that, like, Val can't go do this thing because it's actually owned by Earl's company, and he needs this other kid that's fucking his daughter to help him because he's actually an Earl's employee. So, like, there's a whole, like, he's a part of it. And so I know that, like who wasn't trying hard enough on those ends. And that's where, I'm getting mad, because it's just like, come on. Don't say you fucking want to do something and then half-ass it. Don't put, like, millions of dollars that can go elsewhere. And that's, I think that's my, screaming at the world frustration. That, like, don't spend all that money, and I just don't care at the same time. And it's not, and I have to say, it is not the people on the ground not caring, because that's always what makes Tremors amazing. Like, it is the people, like the studios there to just give them some money, and then the people on the ground are just trying to spend every ounce of it in the best way possible, in the smartest way possible, while still respecting everything that they can. As much as I'm like, meh, on 5, 6, and 7, there's a lot of really good, like, film crafting. Some bad decisions, like that fucking filter in 7, where you're like, come on, like, what were we thinking here? But you also see, okay, so that's what you were doing with how little money you had, but okay. Like, and the Sand for Snow shot, the Sand for Snow ship, that's that Bulgaria thing, man. Like, if you had the script already filmed for that or planned for that, kind of hard to change it. But also, I would, oh my god, trust me, that would so be my, like, yeah, no, we're gonna just change it. Or again, not do South Africa. There's gotta be other colder climate areas that you can go to at the last minute. Like, not even at the last minute like that. Like, so okay, if you're searching Canada again. So yeah, all these dumb decisions being made, by executives. Those things, like I said, I can't say that the decision to go to a location is entirely Don Michael Paul's idea. I'll, like, criticize the man for his fucking gratuitous amount of piss, shit, and not even genital jokes, honestly, shit, man. I'm trying to really, it's just the piss and shit fetish is the weirdest thing. But I really do. Fucking studios, man. You wanna know what's really sad for me? On a personal, I hate myself. It's not even I did anything wrong. I'm pretty sure, because I've been listening back on my podcast, I'm fucking pretty sure I was just saying, I think it was to Chris. No. It's either Chris or Daniel, Trujillo, the TikTok Graboid. That, like, man, I would not be surprised if, like, what it takes to get someone back is, like, one of the people dying. And I even threw out the name Fred Ward because I was like, I think it was Daniel. Oh my God, it was. Because it was, I'd be so sad or whatever, but also, like, people say that Michael Gross is old, but, like, Fred Ward is, like, 6 years older than him. And I was like, yeah, so if any, like, people think Michael Gross was going to die, no, like, Fred Ward was going to die. And then it happened, like, a week later, and I'm just like, there's a part of me that bears personal responsibility for speaking that aloud to the universe. Because there was no one else saying it, and it's just like, I just want to, like, podcast people, you should just watch the video so you can see me drink water in silence and shame. Also, so I can shame you into drinking water because you're silently not drinking any of it. Thank you, Meme Stash Guy. We all need to drink more water. We all need to fucking burn monopolies down. See, there's a part of my mind that always goes to, yeah, let's burn it all down. But then, where do you start? What's your draw line? What are you gonna do? All right, and then you got to build it back up too. So you can't just burn everything down. You gotta have some sense of, like, where do I go? What's your plan? What are you gonna do after you fucking destroy everything? And I always go, you know what? I don't want to destroy everything. Monopolies. I'm a huge Teddy Roosevelt fan. He's a racist motherfucker. I mean, that is bad. A little jingoistic. But I love what he did in terms of busting up trusts and, like, taking down big and see, that's where, like, again, monopolies, those things and those industries that have an entire hold over something that they didn't really create or, like, produce. They just happen to have, like, the right amount of money at the right time to be able to shift things around. And yeah, man, that would be we start. I don't know. Actually, okay, yeah, like I said, Monopoly. First one to go, Disney. Do you hear me? You want to start busting up all of it? You have to start with Disney. Whenever that podcast I was listening to with Steve, and he was talking about Universal. Universal says, and this is in the contract, that when you sign over your ideas or IP to them, that they own all versions of this herein, throughout time, and in the universe. And you're just like, what in the fuck kind of clause is that? And who in the fuck is gonna, like, enforce that? Because that's insane. Do you have time police that can, or dimension police that can travel and make sure that we're not using your fucking IP for free? Because that sounds like an interdimensional threat. And Disney is the fucking starter of it. They're the ones that taught everybody how to do it. And they have the biggest stranglehold. And I don't even have to say it. I hope most people at the podcast know about Disney and what they've done with copyright law in 1992, extending it to the, I think, 75-year limit, and then in 2001 or 3, extending it to, like, the 95-year limit. So, like, thank you, Disney, for taking all of those public domain stories and using them for free, and you didn't have to pay anybody, and then turning around and say that, oh no, you can't use the images because they bear a slight resemblance to this thing that we didn't pay for. But I mean, we did a cartoon of it, and we definitely didn't pay any of the cartoonists for it. I mean, shit, there's that fucking aspect of it too. Like, oh, so Disney, first one to go. I'm sorry, Marvel fans. I'm a Marvel fan too. I know. I want to see the X-Men and Deadpool and shit. Why am I struggling? Fuck. I literally saw Doctor Strange the Saturday night in theaters, like when it came out. So Doctor Strange. I want to see them all fight too, guys, but who cares? At what cost? How about this? How about this? And again, this is where I'm so cool with like breaking up monopolies and like just busting them down to smaller pieces. Because why don't you go like, hey, Marvel, it's all yours. Why do you have to be owned under everything? This is all your stuff anyway. Like, you're already all of this. Here, just take it. And like, does that sound like a monopoly? Because here, I'm going to say this about Tremors. All right, Stampede, you created this. Those are yours. That's the majority. Just go ahead and keep that. Because you want to say like, oh, yeah, but Universal created things in 5, 6, and 7. And I go, okay, no, they actually didn't create anything in 5 besides detachable graboid tongues. Everything else, and the Travis Sun. That's it. All right. So you have that for 1 and 2 movies. All right. The rest is all Stampede for that 5. 6. I mean, if you want to say that like how they kill them is different, I mean that's fine. There's different ways to kill a thing. You can't really copyright a move though, and even so far as that, technically 7 steals from 1 to finish their ending. So like when you can't do that. Oh no, but there's like genetically enhanced graboids that, or they might be by the government. Well, okay, let's go to Tremors the series because there's an idea for that right there. Boom, done. All right, we've already done it. Stampede already did it. Shut the fuck up. Give it all to them. It's theirs. Or even better, put it all under the one thing. And then here's the thing with Universal. They're another one that they're a studio that owns just the right things. And I'm always just like, we could chip those up a little bit, I think, to like, hey, how about the Jurassic Park movies just all go to themselves, the Fast and the Furious movies just all go to themselves. Honestly, there's one where it's like, man, I would give the Fast and the Furious franchise to Justin Lin. Like that's legit. And you're like, oh, but aren't you just like allocating wealth and moving it around and stuff? No, I'm looking at people that clearly care about things and saying that seems like the best person to do it. Star Wars. I would take all of Star Wars, all of that umbrella, and just put it under one thing, and then I would give it to Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Be like, here, you guys figure out what to do with. And I don't mean give, but let them run it. Just let them run it, and then they'll find the next person, and then let them run that. Like. Just slice these things up. They don't need to be owned all by everything. Wow. I knew I was going to get into it with this. That's right. Whoever this one viewer is, I don't know if they exist or who they are, but y'all are in it. You're fucking in it. Oh, man. I'm worried that my camera was going to go out, so I'm just like, oh, I hope it didn't, but wow. Monopolies, man. God, that monopoly again. So there's other monopolies too. Like, as a person who lives in Iowa, I hate corn. There's a corn monopoly. If you want to talk about a conspiracy theory, if you think that people are putting vaccines into you and giving you microchips, whatever you want to believe, if you truly believe that, guess what? There's a lot easier ways to do it. I'm going to tell you the best and easiest one that they're doing to you right now. And you probably don't even fucking realize it. But you know how easy it is to slip in different chemicals into your food? Do you understand how it's like 60 to 70% of all the food in a store is corn-based processed products? Corn processed products. A lot of them come from the same places. And I don't mean just in Iowa. We actually have manufacturing plants and stuff. But I don't mean like that. more just saying, do you ever think about the chemicals that are on your Dorito chips? Did you know it's easier for you to like ingest a microchip than it would be to shoot it into your bloodstream? I mean, probably don't want to hear these things, but they're what's happening. It's legit, folks. Corn-based products. Like I said, check it out every fucking where you go in a store. Unless it's something that's literally not corn, but like I said, all of it, even your fucking spaghetti noodles, man, everything, man. Your fucking coffee's got corn in it. Your fucking hamburger buns have corn in it. I always love that Alex Jones fluoride frog gay theory, and it's just like, again, if you would like an easier way to poison a populace, I can give you one. Again, I'm an idiot too. Someone was like, I don't have billions of dollars to spend in propaganda and research to figure out how to, put chemicals in the corn that we process and then feed to you. And I don't mean that like, it's going into the ground, because there's another one, like all the pesticides and shit that go on your corn to make sure it grows properly. And it's not about, we should go organic. It's more like, holy fuck, if you had any idea about the neotoxins, the ones that kill the bees. I hope somebody corrects me, please. If you are in the chat, for the love of all the gods, would you type the word of the chemical that kills the bees? It would be super appreciated. So yeah, corn monopoly, Disney monopoly, film monopoly. I want to say, part of me was just about to say power monopoly, but then I was like, how do you define that? I'll figure it out. Pharmacy is a monopoly too. That's a big pharma. Is like, and that's one. See, that's one where it's like, man. So who would you give it to in essence? Man, shit, that's a give it to the people one. I'm always like, shit. Half of the things that they have scheduled shouldn't be scheduled, and half of the things that are unscheduled should be scheduled. Everything, you can take this. The doctor said you can take that. It's gonna kill you worse than anything else will. There's worse things than meth that they give you at the fucking pharmacy. It's making me itch just thinking about this isn't so. This is from weed whacking, folks. This is all. There's a plant out there. It's called wild parsnip. Should have been wearing a sweater. Dumbass. It just like got all over me and I got some blisters that I didn't use any medicine for. Actually, I did. I used itch cream. See, like that, but that's medicine. That's a legit. You shouldn't be having to fucking ask a doctor to get like a really hardcore, strong itch cream medication. That's not a fucking boo. Yeah, all these pills and stuff, even the ones that you need. Did someone? Do you need a doctor to like say that you have to have your heart medication? Sure, they can tell you at what level to take it. And actually, this is where my wife is a pharmacist. The pharmacists are actually better at it than doctors. Like, they will catch doctor mistakes and be like, okay, no, you shouldn't give that to the patient. We've actually been seeing them, every 2 weeks, and we know that if they take that or taper off or take more of that, that's gonna fuck them up. So like, shit, man, just like. Yes, I would like my drugs, please. This is my list of drugs. May I have them? Okay. Thank you for your drug list. Okay. We're maybe you shouldn't take these two together, or this one with that one. Otherwise, you'll get the trippy bleeds, which is where poop comes out of your butt in different colors. Which someone would hear that too and be like, so which ones do I not take again? Okay, doctor, pharmacist. Yeah, so none of that had anything to do with Tremors. And that's your fucking fault for listening to this podcast. Because I'm pretty sure it was made well clear about 20 episodes ago that I wasn't going to stay on track. Okay, that's not true. Actually, I did promise that I would try to stay on track. But I also said that, like, I wasn't going to stop it when it went off the rails. And I said this to the one viewer, that today is a closed book test. I can't find my notes. Oh, okay. I literally opened up to the page with notes, but they're not there. So I'm trying. And again, Monopoly is more than just a shitty board game. God, I hate that fucking game too. Who doesn't fucking hate Monopoly? It's a game for life. Man. But you know what? Actually, so now I was saying that power Monopoly thing. What if I found it? Alright, fellow white people, listen up. We have a power monopoly. Alright? I know. We suck. Historically, everybody sucks. I get it. But you know, right now, we should really focus on what we did, and quite frankly, as a whole. There's a lot more General Lees than there are Norman Borlaugs. You know, I hope you get that reference. I assume you get the General Lee reference, but Norman Borlaug is a biologist, humanitarian that learned how to crossbreed different types of wheat so they would grow better in different climates, and literally gave that wheat to like starving countries in order to help them have fucking food that doesn't have to be transported from fucking Iowa or from America. I just say Iowa because I'm here. But Norman Borlaug, billions of lives. Do you think someone, who changes the world, he who saves one life saves the world? Well, motherfucker, Norman Borlaug saved like 3 million lives. So what in the fuck are you doing, man? He doesn't get to make up for how many lives you killed with our stupidity. White people, it's okay. No one's gonna hurt us. Alright? And I don't mean that like, oh, because we're white, or because of any kind of special circumstances, or because insert reason. It's the simple fact of we've actually reached that point as a civilization where we stopped hurting each other. We know what trade is, and we know what peace is. We know that peace is trade. And saying to our neighbor, you have equal value to me. May I have your pants? Here is my iPod. That's a Penn and Teller bullshit reference. That's what peace is, man. And white people, we do. We got a power monopoly. And this will be, okay, and this is where I got to get into it. And I'll drink some water beforehand, too, because it's just going to be a shit show. Our fucking guns, people. I get it. Dude, man, I get it more than anybody else. Alright? I am actually legally disbarred from not owning guns. Alright? And you're probably like, oh no! Oh shit! What the fuck? What the fuck did Levi do? Is Levi a murderer? Is Levi a pedophile? Is Levi a murderer of pedophiles? Actually, that last part is true. No. It's a simple thing of my mom, who is extra crazy herself, and was a huge meth head and ruiner of mine and my sister and my dad's life, read a Facebook post of mine one day that said, I've been shoveling shit. I'm tired of shoveling shit. When does the shit shoveling ever stop? And turned me into the police because I was going to be committing suicide. And so once that happens, they take you in. You don't get to argue this at all. They just say, well, I mean, they said that. And then she lied to my friend and said I was going to kill myself, and got him to testify. Like, and say, oh yeah, no, yeah, Levi's going to kill himself. And you need 2 people. And so, poop, they put me away for like what's a mandatory 3-day period. And after that, it's an instant, oh, okay, you're declared crazy, basically, mentally incompetent, and you're not allowed to own any guns. Forever. I have to go to fucking the police and literally try to petition them to why I should own a gun. Do you have any idea how I've never tried that? You're probably like, well, I mean, did you? Yeah, I've never tried it because I think to myself, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ask a cop, hey, I'd like to own a gun. Quite frankly, I don't really have a reason. It's more just like I'm an American and I'd like to own one. May I? Are you fucking kidding me? That's an immediate go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. a Monopoly reference. I don't know, that was an accident too. So like, I get it, folks. If you want to talk about the argument about owning guns and regulations and all of this stuff, what do we need to do? Guys, man, I know it. If you've been listening to this podcast, you probably know what my personal views on that shit is, which is, and I love that the Tremors Saga said this, they must have been listening, where if you own a tank, you can own a tank, all right? As long as you pass the proper rules and regulations and like the tests and background checks to own a fucking tank. Because like, you gotta do all that to drive a tank in the military. So it's like, hey, okay, you're gonna do all that. You gotta go through all that process. If you were to actually get signed up to the military to go get a tank, how about if you take the military part out of it? What do you actually need to know how to do it? Drive a tank, drive it properly, not kill people. Okay. Here you go, sir. Here you go, Mr. Gummer. Have your tank. That's my view. I also, I want a rocket launcher too, folks. I get it. I want a rocket launcher. Why? Because you shoot them and they make things explode. I mean, it's just cool. I get it. But I also know, like, so where am I going to shoot a rocket launcher? Where am I going to get to drive the tank? Anywhere but my yard. Which, I mean, I would. Happily. I would have a whole part of my yard devoted to the tank. I haven't really thought that through. But now I'm just like, logistically, you got to, drive it around and just have a good time with your tank. But where do you fire your rocket launcher? And, I'm a huge proponent of being ecologically conscious. We have one planet, one land and world that we live on. You try to use it and not be a horrible fucking person. So where are you going to shoot your rocket launcher? And you're not going to just shoot it once. God, no. I mean, come on, man. I have personally made, they're called works bombs, which is, I hope I don't go to jail for this because this is just a legit thing. There's this toilet cleaner called Works, and if you get a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi or Coca-Cola, you take the Works solution and you take aluminum foil and you roll it up into, well, okay, this is where I'm not going to tell you the specific ways to roll it up because it's the ways you roll them up make it go faster or slower. If you want to roll it up into a ball, that'll make it go slower. If you roll it up into little sticks and drop it in, it makes it go faster. But what you end up doing is you put the aluminum foil in the 2-liter. It's empty. Wash it out too. Always wash it out beforehand. Contaminants, folks. Burt Gummer would tell you this. Hold on. I gotta do this. Welcome to Burt Gummer's Island Explosive Training. I am your host, Burt Gummer. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a toilet bomb. First, you're going to need 1 container of the Works household toilet bowl cleaner solution. It can't be any other kind of, we need some Clorox or maybe we need some super bleach detergent. No. You need the Works toilet bowl cleaner. 2, you need 1 2-liter pop bottle or alcohol bottle if you prefer. But they don't really sell alcohol in 2-liter bottles. Shows how much I drink, folks. Take that, clean it out properly with soap and water. Actually, you can just use kind of some water. Shake it around. Dump it out. Step 3. Take your aluminum foil. And you're going to want to, figure out how to use that yourself. So you need to roll it short and stick-like if you're going to be making a faster type of explosive, but into a ball if you're making a slower type of explosive. And now you do this, and step 4. You're going to take those pieces of aluminum foil and you are going to stick them into the 2-liter bottle. After such activity is finished, you are going to take the cap and, with Works bottle in hand, you are going to squirt a generous helping into said bottle until the aluminum foil is filled up to the brim, and then put the fucking cap on and run like a mother humper. Because it'll fucking blow up, man. It's spectacular. I tell you, America means more than guns. America means ingenuity. Yeah, did I just tell you all how to make a bomb on a podcast? Meme stash guy, you're gonna love that. Yeah, so to the 2 viewers, there's a grand total of 2 viewers. To those 2 viewers, you just learned how to, make a bomb. Which, that's actually in line of Tremors. I fucking love that there are 2 scenes in Tremors of them showing you how to make a bomb. There's the first one. Actually, oh my god. No, there's 3. First one is in the first movie, obviously, with the pipe bombs on the roof. Few household chemicals in the proper proportions. I love that too. I was just talking to my pappy, my dad, the other day about that scene, and he was commenting. He loved the video of Tremors' best moments or something, and like seeing the ones, and that one stuck out to him in the lasso scene. But we were both like commenting, it's like I don't necessarily believe that the stacks or the vent stacks on their roof were that tall that they were able to make that many bombs, but I really appreciate the effort that went into that filmmaking aspect. Like that was actually, okay. If I've ever on my house and I have those, okay, note to self. It's really awesome. Actually, now that I think of it, I bet Burt just grabbed PVC. Like they probably were grabbing some of those PVC stacks at the end just to get a few more. But I bet he had a whole bunch because he had a whole hardware thing. I'm now really thinking it. He probably did. He probably brought up because he'd only need about 2 or 3 3-footers to get about good stack of those. So you have that one scene. You know how to make a bomb. Looks like an ammonium nitrate bomb. It looks like he's ammonium nitrate with, it looks like he ends up dumping gunpowder and shrapnel into it. That's my, and then the second one, which is in Tremors the series, where get out a case of 30-aught explosive, a ball peen hammer, oh god, I can't even think of it, because what he's saying, and I love Twitchell's, Gummer, you don't start speaking English, I'm going to come in there and deck you. Listen, I'll explain it all very carefully. We're going to do a montage of us making a bomb. And yeah. And they do, man. And then Nancy's place center for better ignition. And how do you know that? Oh, it was the 60s. I had radical friends. So I love about Tremors too, where it's not, Burt's not just the only one that loves explosives. We all kind of do. We've all been there. We all love a good fire, but we also should all know that fire burns and destroys things. So there's that, and then I gotta say the third one, the fourth movie shows. God, my hands are so. That's that freaking creosote oil again. Ugh. The fourth movie, they make the bomb at the end. You have to crush the powder very fine for the fuse. Like that's the whole. Like they're literally like making a bomb in the midst of the Graboids circling around. Shut the fuck up. That's 3 instances in Tremors of showing how to make a bomb. Do you ever see them show you how to make a gun? Once. Oh, I said that. But again, this brings me to my point of that. That I've made a potato gun too. I love when you never made a potato gun? Yes, Jack, I have. They make that gun, and it's a great oh yeah, you have to scrounge all this together, and it's teamwork. The whole point of it is teamwork. And again, it only kills one of them. Actually, no. Oh no, it does kill 2. Yeah, it kills 2. They just miss the one, and then it flies back around. So then Jody gets on. But that's nice. Smartsness. These are all, again, instances of using your brains over just picking up something, and which is helpful. I get it. We don't have Precambrian worms, guys. Be mad at me. I understand if you're a fan of this podcast, you're probably a fan of the Gummer Gun Wall. And, the meme stash guy, he's a huge fan and listening. It's not worth it in the end. I don't think. I'm coming from again, I'm not allowed to own them. So I have to think of all the different ways that, what would I do? How do I actually accomplish that? And in the end, I'm always feeling better off. You're not going to have a gun on you all the time. You can't. And that's kind of you shouldn't be carrying an explosive device in your hand. And you can try to play it off like that. But a gun has explosive fucking things in it. It is the point. It fires an explosive round. That round doesn't explode, but what's inside of it does. When I said making those works bombs and pipes bombs and stuff, time and a place. Again, I live out in the country. It's great to just go and make a loud explosion because there's nobody else to fuck around. But then on the same instance of that, then I have my neighbor who's not even that far away from me. And this is always the freakiest thing, because it always happens around those times of aggression. Firing off machine guns. It's it's just all day. And again, I live in the country. It's still a little close to town. My neighbor lives even closer to town. And that's where I'm just man, we sit there It's a hard ass thing to go outside and try to do something outside of your house on a Saturday when it's and I asked, we weren't at war. We're not at war. We're not fighting anybody. Who's that shit for, guys? Who's it for? You know, I hate lots of people in the government, but a fucking big majority of them are people that are just in Washington. Are you going to kill your friends and neighbors, acquaintances, people that you see in the supermarket, high school friends, high school, middle school, people that you know but you maybe don't know? But you still know them. We don't have Precambrian monsters around. We have regular monsters that are us. And we do plenty of damage. We do fucking plenty. No, I don't think we should take away everyone's guns. And that's a fucking viewpoint that's really starting to piss me off. Again, I'm so glad for the Tremor Saga people always chiming in on Twitter. God damn it, man. Like, thank you for being there and saying this shit. Because I feel bad for them, too. I feel bad for them. How many of, it's honestly, if you're listening to a podcast about tremors, I highly doubt that this applies to you. How many of you people out there have one of those fucking, and I mean, exorbitant gun walls? It's insane to me sometimes that, like, I can tell these people love tremors with their gun walls, and their gun walls are worse. And we have a smaller threat. And actually, the meme stash guy makes a really, I love his one meme. Their one meme, whoever they are. Maybe they're a girl. I don't fucking know. That's kind of what's awesome about it. As a one meme, yeah, Burt Gummer never points his gun at another human being, but I didn't hoard all that ordnance and ammo because I was afraid of giant monsters attacking. And in Meme Guy, we can talk about this. Again, I'd love to have you on the podcast. I have a point of contention to that fact. Because you're right. It's right. Burt Gummer. That's the joke. That's what Stampede wrote it. And that's where like the 1, 2, 3 TV series and 5. Because even Burt in 5 is a little bit of what like Stampede was going for. But they tanked it. You got to read the original one. And like, that's not a good thing, though. Like, we know that, right? We all know that. Yeah. He had all of these guns and everything for what he thought was going to be a world war. And again, a nuclear holocaust style world war. Why do we want to bring that into a reality? Why do we want to manifest that? At what cost? Are we truly going to summon Graboids? I think of that often. Where it's like, are you doing this? Because that was the whole joke. Like, oh yeah, he had all this stockpiled, and then they showed up, and you're just waiting for that day. And I would love for that to be the truth, man. But I see enough of these pictures to be like, I can tell you're not hard sci-fi fans. So like you're not sitting around waiting for you might be waiting for the aliens to show up because again, man, you know what? I'm not even gonna diss UFO people because that actually has come true in that sense. But you know what? We don't have any real evidence of cryptids. Cryptids is always one that I truly like struggle because I want to believe it so much because it's so cool. All right, that's my like, man, I do. as a skeptic goes, like, man, I want there to be Bigfoots, and I want there to be Mokalamembes and Chupacabras, but it's more just like, honestly, I think they're all just, different animals we haven't discovered yet. That's always my biggest thing. Like, we just haven't legit discovered them. And we don't have anything like Graboids on that record, man. Actually, the Mongolian sandworm, but they actually found out that it was a legit, like, snake. So it's like, okay, we have... anacondas freak the fuck out of me, man. Like, if you have your arsenal because you're afraid of an army of anacondas coming, alright. You have a certified you're not fucking crazy from me. I know that sounds nuts, right? Like, oh, but I mean, you're the crazy person. You don't get to, like, how are you defining that? Well, guys, like, have you seen what anacondas can do? If they were, and this is that, I mean, humans are shitty. That's where I said that white people monopoly thing earlier. Human monopoly. Man, we push all the animals back. Are you kidding me? It's kind of where I'm frustrated. Is that, like, as a fan of nature and of wildlife and ecology and the ecosystem, fuck us. We fucking suck. We have pushed all of the cool animals away. We have pushed everything away. Everything. Everything is afraid of us. There's not an animal in the fucking ecosystem that doesn't fear. Sharks and things in the water. Things in the water are the only things that are. And moose. Fucking moose, man. Or elk. Both. Moose and elk. Badgers. I can, and there's always exceptions. So, I'm trying to tick myself there, but it's like, nah. The waters, we just don't do that as a species, man. We fucked up. We left the ocean a long ass time ago. Everything in there fucks us up. But what doesn't work in the ocean? Guns. Water's the best goddamn bullet stop there is. So yeah, what do we got to worry about on land? Moose, elk, and badgers. Maybe this shows that I am crazy, or maybe I'm a bad person, but I've always thought that, like, whenever humans have that, like, oh, we gotta kill bears, and we gotta kill cougars, and we gotta kill coyotes, because they might, like, eat a kid, I always sit there and I just go, like, okay, so, if you know my nephews, motherfucker, if, you weren't raising your children right, that they didn't get eaten by a fucking wild animal, we're all collectively just gonna be like, sorry. Oh my god, can you believe it? Like, what a fucking dumbass, right? I know, right? Who's not watching their kids enough to, like, not see them get eaten by wild animals? Like, you go into the forest, I always hear those stories of, like, oh, I turned around and they were gone. Okay, have you ever walked in the woods? Because that's not how it works, man. That's like, you'll see them parenting away, and you as a parent will run up and run after them. Like, that's not, and if you go like, oh, I don't care, that's on you. Don't blame a wild animal for seeing an easy meal. And again, fucking me, man. I love my nephews. If they encountered a bear, they know, run away. Like, what? Oh, it ate a baby. Why was there a baby left unattended in the woods? It's like being mad at a river for drowning your child because you were playing on the beach and walked away. Again, podcast audience, you'll hear those silences, and it's a lot. I'm not mugging the camera. It's more just like, I am ripping my fucking hair out. We don't need those guns. What threat, guys? What threat are you fucking afraid of? And that's where, again, that Burt Gummer meme stash guy, I love you. This is not. God, I fucking love you. This is not about you. This, weirdly enough, like, I'm always laughing, just like, oh my God, that. God. Again, I don't agree with your politics a little bit sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you don't get it, dude. Like, I think, actually, you and I don't exactly see eye to eye on abortion, or whatever. But it's more like, man, I don't know. That's like one thing. Like, and then, not even much. And it's more just like, actually, I agree with you about the concept of life and about, like, how far we actually take that. So it's like, man, God. But you know what? There's 40,000 people in that meme page being, and it's not all of them either. There's plenty of smart people. But, like, that rhetoric. What are you guys afraid of? Because you know what I'm afraid of? I'm going to tell you. I am afraid of the government. I'm with you guys. Oh, man. Like I said, I've already been branded crazy by the government for that. So it's like, man, I'm already on your side. I hate cops. You want to know how much I hate cops? I'm thinking of Britta from Community. Look, I hate cops. That's the whole joke. They just keep talking. There was a... God, this always fucking sucks. There was a guy that got literally tased to death. Now, almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in June 6th-ish. Who got tased to death across the street from my dad's house by... 2 cops actually had their tasers on him. And then a third showed up and they had him pinned to the ground and he like died on scene because they pulled a George Floyd on him basically before that happened. And just crushed him into the ground, into the dirt. And it was a bad call. The whole thing about the whole situation behind it was that this guy had shown up to his brother's house and basically his brother's baby daddy didn't like him being there and legit just like threw out all of his stuff. And while he was picking up his stuff and going, like, his parent and this guy's parents were like another mile-ish, like a couple blocks down the road, like while he was picking up his stuff to like go and leave, the cop showed up because the baby daddy, the baby mama called him, and she's like screaming the whole time like, you gotta like take him to jail, do this. And his brother's like, no, please just take him to our parents. Like, we just don't want him here. And then this guy, Drew Edwards, was really just like, hey, man, I'm just trying to go, like, officer. And this officer was like, no, you're coming with us. You're coming with us. You have to come with us. And Drew didn't want to go. And you ended up finding out, or I guess you don't find out in the video, because it's all body cam. You want to watch a 45-minute video of cops killing somebody? I'll send you the link, man. Body cam. But the reason Drew didn't want to go to the police station was that they had actually already been testing the new tasers on him in the jail without provocation, to the point where he had to go to the hospital while he was in jail with them last time. So he was like, no, I don't want to go. You guys were already abusing me and treating me poorly. Why the fuck would I? Like, I didn't do anything. And this was his refrain. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm picking up my stuff. I'm leaving. Like, what are you doing here? And this cop just pushed. And eventually, and I always hate those videos because the escalation is always just like, what in the fuck just fucking happened? You always get lost in it because it's that cop's ego, drilling in. He pulls out his taser. Drew's like, dude, man. And tases him, like, right there. And so then Drew starts running because he got tased. And so then the other cop and him start following him. And then the other cop pulls out the taser and shoots him. And then running down the street, get him pinned down, literally onto the ground. And then, like I said, then the third cop shows up, pins him down, and he basically dies from, fuck, because I know the name, agonistic breathing. Because I was posting about it on Reddit all the time, and I had tons of people coming in and being like, oh my God, that's how he died. Those cops that killed him. We just watched him like be murdered in front of us. And you know what? And I got banned from Reddit for fucking posting that. I mean that, man. I got banned like multiple times from different subreddits for posting about that. Actually, I had an entire mod, this one power mod, who at the time ran 199 subreddits, literally shut me out of subreddits I had never posted in because I was posting about this story about Drew. All of that, a year later, I go out there and I actually protest. I lay down, I wear Drew's outfit, what he was wearing the day that he died. I wear that and go and lay down where he died, face down in the dirt. And I timed it because it was, the point of it was it was a 48-minute long video. And I was like, I'm going to stay out here for 48 minutes. I ended up staying out there an hour and a half because I had no one on me. And after the first 5 minutes, I was already a pool, like, because you're in the ground and your breathing is going down. It was already a pool of, like, I couldn't breathe. I had to, like, and I was trying my best to, like, keep the face down as part of, like, what I was doing, but I had to physically, like pull myself up. And I had no one on me. And I wasn't tased. And you know what? 2 of those cops ran for sheriff. And they both lost, but one of them became the police, the chief of police of Maquoketa, Iowa. And again, yeah, I went and protested, did this whole thing. Actually, I met his family because they came out that day. Later on, I was out there at the time that he died, which was 6:08, like 6:17, and like onward, because that was the point of like starting the video. Where did it, end? And yeah, they came out. I got to talk to them, and they were like, that was a. It was kind of funny at first because they came up, and one of them was like, "What are you doing? This is so disrespectful. What are you doing?" And actually, Drew's parents were there, and they're like, "No, no, no. Like, they've been out here the whole time. They've been out, like, Levi was out here, like, already. Like, no, no." And even this is my bigger thing. So I love to fucking drive that needle home when it's happening. I sang one song. I sang a song the whole time because part of me was like, I gotta stay focused. And I sang "Down to the River to Pray." Again, I'm not religious. I hate church. I fucking hate it. But man, some of those songs are catchy. I can't help it. Like, damn it. And I did. And I just repeated it. And man, it would build and grow. And again, there's a video of this. Oh fuck, I'll have to post that in the Discord or somewhere if you want to watch some truth, some reality. And I did. I sang that "Down to the River to Pray," face down in the ground for an hour and a half as part of a protest against them fucking killing this guy outside of my dad's house. So don't you fucking tell me I don't know what they can do. I'm more afraid of the government than you are. I'm more afraid of that than any of you could possibly fucking be. When I was doing that protest, I watched the cops slow down as they drove by me. You see it out of the corner of your eye. You're face down, but you can, it's a long road. You get to just see them. Oh, look at you, just slowing down. And I had a grand total of 1 person stop the whole time. Actually, no, that's not true. No, I had take that back. I actually had like 5 people stop, and they were citizens, and they asked, "Oh, hey, are you okay?" Actually, one of them knew me and was like, "Oh, hey, like, I heard you singing. Like, what's going on?" I was like, told them all this, and like, "Oh, wow, dude, really good job." Like, I was like, yeah, thank you, and yeah, just keep it going. And I had the cops go by dozens of times. Not a one of them stopped. You'd think that a police officer would want to stop and find out what someone was doing, lying face down on the ground in the middle of a main street. But, obviously they knew what I was doing. Because they fucking suck. So again, guys, when I say, what are guns going to do for us? What are guns going to do for, you try to shoot somebody. You go try to shoot a politician. All right? Go try to pick your senator that you don't like, or whoever. Go pick your Marjorie Taylor Greene, or go pick your Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Yeah, I picked one's on both sides. Well, whoever you fucking want to hate. And quite frankly, I love Alexandria. Yeah, you can get over it. I think she's a legit person that's trying to do good in the sense that Bernie Sanders does. There's a grand total of like 2 politicians I trust. It's her and Bernie Sanders. So, I mean, you want to contend with me, that's fine. But I will fight back. Because it's true. That's it. They all, and it used to be 3, because I used to like Ron Paul, man. See, huge. Ron Paul was what got me into politics. Ron Paul and Ralph Nader. Actually, my pappy's love of Ralph Nader and that independent viewpoint was a huge influence on getting me into that. So when I say it's Ralph Nader, Ron Paul, AOC, and Bernie, like, just trust me and be like, that's they had right ideas. Maybe how we get there sometimes, we all falter and fall. We get there, okay? But the point is, go ahead and shoot some. Just shoot them. What are you going to do? What to do? You're dead. Not only are you dead, everything that you're doing just instantly demonized. You're a terrible person. And quite frankly, I'd have to wonder, like, what does it do? What does that accomplish? I can't say we've all had that thought, like, man, I'd love to kill Hitler. That's that thing. But what does it do? What does it accomplish? These people, they're not, and this is where the Tremors talk, they're not Precambrian worms. They're not, you don't use an elephant gun on people. You shouldn't. Hell, and again, that to go back to the Burt thing, he was ready for World War III, man. Do you understand the concept of war? I'm going to take a big fucking swig for this one. And you're also going to get spoilers for a movie you probably haven't seen and we're planning on seeing. I do not care, because for the purposes of this, it's actually a really good analogy. All right, the Kingsman. Spoilers for the Kingsman for the next 15. I would just jump 15 minutes ahead. That's the end. I'll make sure there's a stamp and let you know. Hey, I stopped talking about the Kingsman, not Secret Service or the Golden Circle, which is fucking amazing. Oh my god, that one Tremor Saga TikTok that put fucking Fred Ward's face on Merlin and he was singing a song. Oh my god. That was inspired. Thank you. Whoever the fuck that was. Great movies. Alright, but The Kingsman, totally different movie. Totally different movie in the same style and in the same vein. Or in the same world. Not the same style. Besides the Rasputin dance fight. But The Kingsman. Again, I'm just going to spoil it all. So this one viewer, whoever you are, if you haven't seen The Kingsman, I feel really bad for you. If you haven't seen The Kingsman with Ralph Fiennes and Digimon Houston, I don't know how to say that guy's name, and I always feel racist. I think it's Digimon Hosu. The beginning of the movie starts, there's Ralph Fiennes and his family, there's a little boy, and there's a mom, and they're in Africa, and, well, of course, obviously, the mom dies, and she's like, and the boy sees it, and it happens as part of the war, and the mom is like, make sure our son never sees war again, and Ralph Fiennes is like, okay, yeah, I will keep that promise. And the dude, like, it's really, he used to be like hardcore into all that, and he swore his vow of pacifism, and goes all like monk style. It was really kind of cool. And yeah, he raises their son, and tries to keep him from the war. But then World War I breaks out, and and I love this too, because it's Tsar Nicholas and King George and Kaiser Wilhelm are all cousins. If you didn't know that, there's a historical fact for you. There's also a present-day fact that pretty much all of the world's fucking superpowers are all probably related to each other. On some sense or another. Did you know that George W. Bush is related to Queen Victoria? Or, oh shit, oh my god, Queen Elizabeth. I'm an idiot. This is what I mean. Well, I mean, technically, he would be related to Queen Victoria too. But they're all related, man. They're all related. But I love that it's played in the movie by the same guy, just to really drive that home. Off track, doesn't matter. World War One breaks out, and this kid has been wanting to go to war, and he's really mad, mad at his dad. That's part of the plot of it, about I want to go to war, I want to serve my country, I want to do what I'm supposed to do. It's right. And his dad's like, no, man, he's fucking war, man. He's fucking war. What hell's it go for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, chow. Wow. And yeah, Ray Fiennes is trying, really just trying. And eventually the son actually signs up, and, Ray Fiennes is trying to not get him to see combat. And he's trying to oh, no. Like the King George is like, oh, no, we'll just sign him up if he is. So he's just pushing pencils all the time. And ends up that the kid is like, hey, you, Aaron Taylor Johnson, with a uniform that's worse than mine, because he's an officer. He got promoted super fast. Let's switch outfits. And he goes to the front. He switches outfits with the Grenadier, and he goes to the front. And there proceeds to be this 25-minute sequence of this kid at war, doing the boot camp, everything getting set up, and then going to war, and the tragedies of it, watching the people die. He literally crosses no man's land at night, and they have to have a fight in the dark, because if they make any, both sides will start shooting at them, and they don't want to be seen. They have to literally fight the Germans or the bad guys in the dark. So they're knife fighting each other. It's insane. Everybody dies, and someone makes an explosion. Everybody starts shooting, and the kid gets out, jumps, and then there was this spy earlier that had gotten blown up, but he hadn't gotten blown up. So he was actually in the trench, and he's like, oh, I have a secret message that I have to send to high command. That's terrible. That's not all how that person talked. And the kid's like, yeah, okay, I'll help you. And he's like, no, you just have to take it. He's like, no, I'll carry you. And so the kid puts him on his back, and he's running across no man's land. He's got this guy on his back. It's all heroic. There's the music swelling. You're like, yeah. And I mean, there's some close calls. You're like, no, yeah, no, yeah. Oh, boom, right at the end, obviously. And blows the kid forward with the guy on his back, and they both land in the trench. Like, they were just right there at the end. And the kid gets up, and the guy's like, no, he's dead. But it was valiant. You try, carried him all that way, but he dies. I mean, but he saved him. Win-win. But the kid's like, oh, look, I have this very important message. I have to get to, I was gonna say chancellor, but these are German things. But to the prime minister, whatever. And this other guy is like, hey, what's your name again? Yeah, it's so and so, the name of the guy whose outfit he took. And he's like, really? Is that your best Scottish accent? Because I know Archie Reid, and you're not Archie Reid. And I've been looking for him since last night. So who the fuck are you? And this guy's like, I'm, about to explain. And he holds up this thing with the German emblem on it. And the soldier's like, oh, he's a German spy. He's a German spy. And kills the kid. Right in the fucking head. Right in the head. Down. Dead. Bury montage. That, folks, is war. You may go into it with all notions of bravery and valor and honor, but at the end of the day, you will watch people you didn't know but care about now die in front of you, and you will follow swiftly behind. That is war. That is what I see every time I see your gun walls. I do not see people who are ready for worms to attack. I see people who want to take up arms against your brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, and everything else in between. Again, podcast audience, My facial expressions are killing it because I'm so mad, but trying to hold this shit together and not yell at the screen or cry. Honestly, I should just let the cries happen. That's what I see. That's what Burt Gummer was prepared for. Yeah, you didn't think I'd bring shit back around, did you? That's what he was ready for. Are you? You ready to die? Are you ready to kill other people? Because that's what that's for. Ain't hunting. That's your only excuse, guys. It's ain't hunting, and it ain't protection. Cause fucking A, this is what I hate about the whole gun thing, guys. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and shoot everybody you want. If you survive the way that the law is put together, we get fucked. You can protect yourself all you want. You're gonna get fucked in the end. If you survive, you will be fucked. You killed armed officers of the government. Unless you completely take over. And I know a lot of you think that'll happen, but you just don't have the numbers. I'm here to tell you. The rest of the world will fight you. You will cause a world war. You think that they would let extremists run things like that? That's where it's like, guys, it's so extreme. If your answer is just I'm gonna kill it, you are an extremist. I can do more good on Reddit, which I'm completely fucking banned from. I can't make any kind of accounts anymore on Reddit at all. I did more good from Reddit than anyone could ever do with a gun. Yet I don't see anyone trying. Because a gun is easy. A gun is, I get a point and shoot and we're done. Actually putting yourself out there and saying something in a constructive way to be like, this is what we need to do. Why aren't we fucking doing it? Again, I saw the Tremor Saga people talking about, like, you know, if they had known that a joke like that would have gotten out of hand, they would have written a different joke. And yeah, I feel so bad for them, man. Such funny, life-loving, caring people, and man, I know it would be killing me just to be like, damn, our joke went that far. This is why we should have had control of Tremors, and it's really why, because like that's my problem with 5, 6, and 7. They let things get out of hand. They didn't stop to think. Yeah, you scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could. They didn't stop to think they should. That gun wall, it is, man. It's a joke. And if you have that many guns, again, ask yourself what you're prepared to do with them. I mean, killing people is on my last list, man. Talk about something that's just like, no. Because you know, once you kill somebody, you don't get to have a talk anymore. You don't get to talk it out. You don't get to actually solve a problem. You shoot somebody, now we're in trouble. Now both sides are in trouble. Because that's where I always go more and more like I'm trying to eat less meat. Not to go vegan, but to be like, you know, shit. Do I have the right to kill something else just because I raise it? You know, would we say the same about our kids? I raised you, so I get to eat you. Eat them with money. You know, I'm always that thing with parents where it's like, oh, I'm waiting for you to make it big so you can buy me a house. Did you just have me so you could use me? Because that's really fucking shitty, man. Life is for the living. Life is for the living, not for the giving. Who are we to say that any of us get to say that your life means less than mine? That's what a gun... That's what that symbolizes to me. Again, I've shot plenty of guns. No, a gun doesn't symbolize that to me. That's not really, but more like... That gun, that's what that gun wall symbolizes to me. That's finished. That's what I was trying to say. That's what that gun wall symbolizes to me. Who are you trying to kill? Why? And why? And why can't you talk it out with them? You know? I love an honest debate. I love a good, honest, hey, we're talking at each other. We're going to say some harsh things, but we both know that it's not mean. We're not trying to be mean to each other. We're trying to be honest and truthful. And I'd love, man, some of my best friends, it's not argue, let's just debate. This is, like, we'll go into this. Let's go into this. And I always fucking hate that person who's just like, oh, this conversation's too much, and I just can't have it anymore. Motherfucker. Mother humper. Then why'd you start talking? Don't pretend like you don't got nothing to say after you've been screaming the whole time. Wrong. Wrong. Because it even goes to, if you're saying that on social media, you're making your views known. You obviously want some kind of engagement. You're looking for that. You don't lie. You're looking for the attention. You're looking for something there. Like, that is what you're doing. Like, and every time I see someone have somebody else take a picture, like, that's always those weird things about those gun walls you see. They're professional photos. So it's just like, and then they post them on social media. You should not be able to access that. If you didn't want to have that conversation, why is that picture there? Why are you inviting that in? Why is that there? Why are you showing anyone that? Why are you inviting that discussion? Every single, and this, if you're a Tremors fan that has ever posted their gun collection on social media, I want you to know here and now, Burt would freak at you. Let me put it in a way, like, so you're telling me that you have an entire arsenal and you decided to post it on the internet where every federale can see it? And just know exactly what you're packing in order to pack what they need to pack your ass. Never show your enemy what you have up your sleeve. I don't believe you that it's about protection, because somebody that meant to protect something, that you don't show that. Because guess what? If I'm in charge of the strategical operations to take your ass down, guess where? Boom! Hey, look at this. This is exactly what I know that they have. So when they expel it all, or I can figure out ways to, like, oh, here, this is how I'll actually take you down because I know what you can use and what you're not able to use. Dumbasses, you were literally setting yourself up to get fucked by the people you are afraid of. You are. Every single one of you. You hate me. I would love for this to be the most listened to episode of Talking Tremors, because I want you to hate me. Hate me. Because it's true. Because that means you hate that part of yourself that knows Burt Gummer would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Even more so, on a strictly Tremors level, you do know that guns only kill, let's see, they kill one Graboid, they kill one Shrieker, the potato gun kills 2 ass blasters, Burt's anti-aircraft gun, that kills a bunch of Shriekers, I'll give you that. But again, that's a situation of he had the permit, he had the proper tools. For once, I have the proper tools at hand. That's the joke. And so there's that, alright? Punk gun. There we go. Punk gun kills 1 in Tremors 4. So now, and then none of the nope. No, I was just going through it. Not a single one in 5, 6, or 7 is killed by a gun. They think in 7 that they killed it, but oh no, it was actually hatching Shriekers. So, nope. So we have a grand total, let's see, 1 in the first movie, 1 in the second movie. Well, and if we again take the Shriekers, the ones I got on board, I handled with a combination of small armed fire and hand-to-hand techniques. But he's out of ammo, so it must not have done anything. And again, he didn't do shit because he didn't have enough. He wasn't prepared. He had everything he needed, but the one thing that he needed, because that's the fucking joke. He's a joke character, and that's not. Doesn't mean he's not practical or he doesn't have things that are right. Like I always say on this, is Burt right, wrong, or lucky? Yes, it's all 3. But they don't, again, 1 in the first movie, let's say 4 or 5 in the second movie, a good 100 in the third, and then 1 in the fourth. All right, I can't, that Shrieker kill at the beginning is so hard to count. Not that many in comparison to everything else where it's blown up, or you or you smash it into something, or you run it that way, or you electrocute it, or I was gonna say freeze it, but that's Tremors the series. And again, there's another shit, man. The one time there is one more time that the gun gets used in Tremors the series to kill that Graboid at the end. But then the whole joke of it is that all this time I awaited our maiden voyage. She sailed with you first. So it's like, oh yeah, he didn't even get his gun. It wasn't like he'd spent all that time since the second movie and he didn't even get to use it once. If you can't see that the guns are meant to be a joke, you're not getting it, man. They don't do jack diddly shit. But this is where, and again, I implore every listener, our brains do, community, tools, the ability to improvise and think on the fly. That is what saves us. Each other. What we bring to the table for each other. It's not guns. I love that one meme, thank you, meme stash guy. Everybody wants a wall of guns, but where's your backup generator? Burt had all that food, all those supplies. Where's that? Actually, I do appreciate, there's some people on the meme stash that do have that. I've seen some comments. I'm always like, okay, that's cool. Awesome. Cool, you actually do. Thank you for being a responsible Burt Gummer fan. The majority don't, though. The majority laugh whenever the meme stash guy tries to point that out. It's like, you're not much of a fucking survivalist then, are you? Oh, man. I know where to go to. Again, I keep stopping more for my own personal. I'm so angry. Yeah. I'm sorry, Stampede. I'm sorry for you guys. if you had known a joke would go this far. And you know what? Again, I know people like to criticize Michael Gross for his liberal beliefs, but and actually I do love Michael. Read the Seeking Perfection book. He's actually like, I actually like guns. I have several of my own. So like, it's more just saying, no, we don't point them at people. That's what we do. And again, the argument of you're trying to take all of our guns when other people try to say, hey, we would just like just a few more background checks, a few more trainings. That's always my biggest thing. Like, force people to like have, like, I mean, a legit training, not just like we go and like kind of like take a test. No, part of me wants you to be out there for a week. Not like the whole, 8 hours a day. But you know what I mean? Like, do a 3-day class on like how to handle a fucking gun. What you need to do with it, why you're using it, what you're doing with it, Cool. Now you can own any guns you want to. Actually, that would be great as part of Burt Gummer's survival school. You actually got your certification for that. You've actually passed this, and as part of Nevada State licensing, you actually you can own a gun now. This is a whole. That would be. If there's any person that I wanted to do checks and balances on when it came to guns, it would be Burt Gummer. If there's a department of the whatever you wanted, he is who I would put in charge of it, because there's a great point that because Burt Gummer knows about gun responsibility, and he knows you wouldn't give a gun to someone that shouldn't be trusted with a gun. And the Melvin thing, that's always the biggest one. He didn't give him a loaded gun. He gave him what looked like a gun, but yo Melvin, you can eat this. And Burt Gummer knows you don't give a gun to an irresponsible person. Any of you see Melvin's just like, if there had been anyone in front of him, they would have been dead probably. Like, that's a jackass. So yeah, I don't even really have to talk about like what happened in terms of the news either. We all know, and this is where I'm having a conversation. We God damn it! Thank you, Meme Stash Guy, for those memes too, because the police are cowards. POV of you restraining me from going into the school to save my own children. Actually, and on that note, on a personal level, that's why I've been fucked up lately. So my nephews, who are like always around, like always, they literally basically lived at my house. My sister just literally up in the middle of the night just left, didn't tell anybody, and she moved to Arizona and is then now mad at us for like having feelings about it. And on my end, actually, as I was telling her, I was like, I'd love to be happy for you right now, but I didn't even get to say goodbye. And now I have to goddamn think about these children that I love and were basically my own dying in a school shooting. And I wouldn't get to do anything. I wouldn't even get to run in and try to stop them because I'm not anywhere near them. Because you just left and didn't. And then again, and now you're calling me, trying to pretend like everything hunky-dory. It's just like, no. So it's on my mind. I mean, it's just on my, like I said, Shonday, Chantrell, and Samaje, if you're listening, I love you. Shamar, I love you. And I would do anything to protect you. And again, I'm not worried about you guys with guns killing them. I'm just worried about the killing starting at all. Where's the end game of this war? That's what it is. We've fought the cultural war so long, the Cold War. It's like, man, are we gonna do this? No, please, can we talk? No matter how right you feel, when you fire that first shot, you have no idea who's going to die. How many children will scream and burn? How many hearts broken? How many lives shattered until everyone does what they were always going to have to do from the very beginning? Sit down and talk! Look, I just want you to think. Do you know what thinking is? It's a fancy word for changing your mind. I will not change. Then you'll die. Stupid. Alternatively, you could step away from that box. You could go outside and you could stand your revolution down. Oh, you're all the same, you screaming kids. Oh, I'm unforgivable. Look at me. I'm unforgivable. Well, here's the unforeseeable. I forgive you. After everything you have done. I forgive you. Well, I don't understand. I don't understand. Are you kidding? You call this silly little thing a war? I have seen bigger wars than you could ever imagine. I have seen worse things than you could ever dream. And when I close my eyes, I have more screams than anyone could ever be able to count. You know what you do with all that pain? You know where you put it? You hold it tight. It burns your hand and you say, no one else will ever have to feel this pain. No one else will ever have to live like this. Not on my watch. If you're not a Doctor Who fan, you should be. Best goddamn monologue ever, man. Besides, actually, a Nazi monologue in American Gods. But that's the same thing. You were staring down the barrel of 400 years of subjugation, heart disease, and bullshit. He is telling you there ain't one goddamn reason you shouldn't go up there right now and slit the throats of every last one of these Dutch motherfuckers and set fire to the ship. But compare Nancy, if the ship burns, we all die. You already dead, asshole. At least die a sacrifice for something worthwhile. Let that motherfucker burn. Let it all burn. So yeah, you want to be in a war, it better be for a goddamn reason. You better be in the midst of slavery and oppression. You better be on slave ships chained to your brothers and sisters and watch people die in front of you while you are unable to do a goddamn thing. And then I will sign up right alongside you to fight whatever battle you fucking want. But right now, inconvenience is not a battle I'm into fighting for. Oh, you're uncomfortable. I don't give a shit. We're fine. We have made it this far. We can do a lot better. Keep going. You know, you want to talk about the oppression that we do have in our country? Yeah, man, I'm in. Let's go and break every drug user out of prison. We're gonna start with the oppressed. There's a great one. Let's make it a little easy for you. Let's go break every marijuana conviction out of prison right now. Oh, you don't want to do that? Then do not talk to me about rights and freedoms and liberty and protecting the American dream. Because because then you're lying. Only people we should be locking up are murderers and rapists and fraudsters. I was trying to figure out how to like describe bankers and shit like that. Fraudsters. Don't kill somebody. Lock their ass up. I'm always a fan of lock their ass up in a glass cage in the middle of the city. Find a punishment that befits the crime. Quite frankly, the only people that should be killed are murderers, because that's the punishment fitting the crime. Rapists should be raped every day, you know? Not by people, but I think the Japanese can invent a machine that has a dildo that rapes prisoners. That would be fine. Pedophiles, they get raped by like the oldest person ever. That's actually a really funny one. I know that was a joke, but it's also depressing. I'm trying to figure out a way to wind things down. You know, there's still a few things to talk about. Athen, if you're listening, we're not going to ban you. And you are not fucked, Athen. Unless you want to be fucked. You know, Athen, I heard that guy, he fucks. That guy fucks. Yeah, he goes out and he be fucking. You know, I think Zolgar and Grimm, like, they think that they be fucking, but it's Athen. Athen be fucking. I hope that made up for it, but again, this actually part of this episode, I was trying to just go through as I listened to the podcast, redid things. Just like, where did I make mistakes? What do I do forward? And honestly, I was really quite impressed with myself that the only mistake is making sure that people can actually watch the episode before time. I have no idea what the hell kept happening with that. Like, I remember vividly describing that to people, like, this is what you needed to do beforehand, but I just don't think it comes across. So, but now I know. Also, if anybody knows how to, like, stream on Twitch or Discord, I am at a loss. I can't do it from a tablet. So, if anyone has ideas, let me know. But it's been a really good, like, just a good time, honestly. Like I said, just go, or that Zoom fuck up on the last episode. That was some good shit. I was glad I didn't edit any of that out. I was just vamping. Actually, and there's that what I do want to go back to. So there's that idea that we were talking about, with the whole like sexuality angle of like Tremors. No, I definitely don't. I think they've already said it too, where it's definitely not the intention. It's just more like, what do like the strange things that people draw from that, and it's just, we should accept it. Like, we don't have to agree with it, but it's more like, okay, I mean, I see where you're coming from. I don't necessarily think you're right, but I see what you're coming from. I agree. Kevin Bacon has major himbo energy. That's a himbo. It's put it together, folks. It's a himbo. What do you think it is? It's a type of balloon. Kevin Bacon is a balloon. But I think it's more cool than anything. Honestly, it's always that, like, adding new variables and interests of things where, yeah, it doesn't have to be that's what's happening. But if you want to go there, I'm actually kind of cool with that. I was seeing that there's some fan fiction and shit, like, that kind of, like, goes there and stuff. It's Alicia Pearson and that goth kitty lady. And, like, it's, you know, it explores character. I'm always into that, where it's not about the sexual aspect. It's about how we are romantically, platonically, relationshipally, like, interacting with each other. Why do we care? Who are we caring for? It's really interesting. And that's where that Val and Earl, you know what, they care about each other. And I love that it's a straight, platonic relationship. And that's Zolgar and Grimm. You guys, that's a straight platonic relationship. Ooh, here's another one. Kevin Smith and Jeff Johnson. That's a straight two guys platonic relationship. Ooh, another Stevie Wildcard and Anthony LaFucci. Great two dudes just hanging out. It's just some good fun shit. Those are great podcasts too. Watch We Have Issues, the Sons and Shadows podcast, and the Two Idiots and a Dog podcast. great people. Like, and that's where you can have that relationship. But also, if you wanted to say, maybe there's something happening, who knows? I don't really care what people get up to behind closed doors. I'm trans, so, I always go back to, like, whatever, man, just let me live my life. I don't really give 10,000 different kinds of fucks about yours. Ask no questions, hear no lies, that kind of thing. But again, I don't know. I see it. Maybe mine is not like Val and Earl being gay together. Mine is like, I'm on that, like, maybe Val, Earl, and Rhonda and Kate had a swingers meetup. I mean, again, Kate was a Playboy model. I always go to that. And in the first movie, too, there's a sense of, like, Earl was like, well, we can take a look at those seismographs for her. How the hell we know about seismographs? Nothing. Maybe sure be a slick way to get to know her. So, like, he's after her. You're like, hey, like, why don't we we're swinging. And that's what I love about Tremors. If you look at that, that's where, and I know the Stampede people are of that sense. Yeah, they're asexual hermaphrodites. Yeah, that's definitely a gender queer monster. Like, that's out of everything. That's okay. Like, when you find out that the It monster is a female, you're like, okay, but you just added another layer to that. That's awesome. And then even more so, if you want to go, then the aliens thing, then you've got the queen, which is just a straight up queen, and then you have the males of the hive. It's cool to see Tremors come in and be like, oh no, we're gender ambiguous with it. Predators, predators are all straight male. Now I'm trying to, you don't ever see a lady predator, or at least they don't do. And even you could say that there's a gender ambiguity to the build if they were Amazonian in that sense. But again, yeah. Graboids, Shriekers, and Assblasters are the only gender ambiguous monsters. And even Mixmaster, that's the whole point of it, is that it kind of crossbreeds and makes new things that you weren't thinking of before and shouldn't be going together. Which, now the Mixmaster is like this weird metaphor for like, oh, what if gay people could have babies? Would they be even gay? I don't mean that like that's actually the intention. I'm more just like, oh wow. I love this podcast, folks, because I just get to think and ramble. And again, these are all my off-the-cuff thoughts. I may have semi-thought of some things beforehand, but trust me, the Mixmaster as a gay people metaphor was not on the list. Well, that's the fun. That's what you find. So what else? Again, yeah, my brain goes back to that Fred Ward dying thing because it just caused a lot of like, oh, fuck, man. Here's one. I hate, dude. I do. I don't like you, official Tremors account. Whoever you are, whoever you're running it, I don't like you as a person. You can find that out. If you're listening to this, please come talk to me. My name is Levi Dylan Bursloff. Come find me. And may we have a conversation. Because you fucking suck. Man. Suck. It was 2 weeks after Fred Ward died that you managed to put together a tribute video. All the rest of us got one done in a day. And none of us were paid for it. And again, you didn't do much more than just take the TikTok Graboids clips and add different music. Within a day, I literally put together an entire scene skit where I played Burt Gummer and Earl Bassett. In a day. Wrote, directed, shot, edited. In a day. And you fuckers get paid to churn half-ass product out 2 weeks later, and you think you have any audacity to say that, like, oh yeah, we know what we're doing with Tremors. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can sell an empty box. That is the total of what you can do. And you know what's even sadder? I actually haven't been able to help the Tremor Saga people out lately. Usually I'm like researching or I'll put shit together for them. Haven't been able to because I've been working. I've been doing a whole lead project. So it's just like, but you know what? Fred Ward died while I was in the middle of the project, and I still got something churned out. I did that it was the weekend. I was like, I gotta do this before that happens. Boom. Done. In the middle of a project where I'm wearing a Tyvek suit and a mask every day to take out lead in a home so people don't fucking get lead poisoning. And I could do that. Tremors, Universal. What are you doing? And getting paid for it. You put out a post, what, every 2 weeks? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you! You suck. Also, I'm really happy for the Tremor Saga Twitter, because they're going to finally pass you. Good job, guys. Holy shit. It's taken them like a year. But look, they're already going to beat your ass. Because you're going to sit on your laurels, you're going to get taken over. Get over it. Oh, again, too bad. What? You suck. I'm so mad for Stampede right now that they even got to, like, look at those kinds of people in the eye. Because then, you know what they say to them and tell them, it's that smoozy lie stuff. You're like, man, that's not, goddamn, guys. I'm sorry for you. I'm so sorry. On a good note, so, I was listening to a podcast, and they are, actually, and Steve was telling me this too in his emails, they are working on a new movie. So we're going to we're there, and it's the main four, and they got Alec Gillis and Tom Woodruff. Alec is actually helping write it. But it's a new monster movie. They're working on a new monster movie, new practical effects monster movie from ADI and Stampede Entertainment. You guys ready? Because that's going to be, I'm so excited. Tell everybody. If there's a part of this podcast that you tell people about, tell them about that. Tell them that the people that made Tremors and Short Circuit and The Land Before Time and Batteries Not Included and Wild Wild West are making a new movie with the dudes who do all the monsters now. Shit, honestly, I always get lost on how much Alec Gillis, the Studio ADI, has done, and I just gravitate right now to they've been doing the MonsterVerse monsters. So, like, shit, man, get these people together. Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's awesome. I'm super excited. Yeah, that's dope. But then again, so here's the thing. If you're listening as part of the podcast, I do have to have some people I need to email, but I've been kind of, don't mind me, I've been waiting to email it because I kind of feel sad. But this is also the truth, guys. The Stampede team would like me to let everyone know that they are just not in the mood to do Tremors podcasts right now. They are quite literally burnt out from it. From everything that they had to do for the Arrow release for the 30th, and then after, they've done so many podcasts, they just can't do. Actually, Steve, I love what his quote was, or he was talking to Michael Gross, and this is the email. He's talking to Michael, and he's like, we were just having man, it's so hard to do this, because a podcast, like, the minimum time for you guys is just an hour, and how the hell do you do it? And Michael Gross is like, I'd love to do stuff, but there's nothing I've said about Tremors I haven't said 1,000,000 times before. And you know what, folks? I was just saying that on one of our last podcast episodes. That they have said it. What am I right here? But more a prism through what they fucking have already said everywhere. Go to the Stampede Entertainment Facts and Questions part of the site. Look up the questions and answers. Ask them something if they haven't been asked before. Go check out their pod. Steve especially has been on a lot of podcasts. I'm always really impressed. Damn, dude, that's especially after 2015 onward. And that was when he was trying. It's that's when you got kicked out, but you're still fucking trying. But yeah, they just can't. They just can't, guys. I'm sorry. They won't even do it for me. So imagine how I feel. There's actually a little part of me that's like, guys, I get it. Like, I'm there for you. And there's also a little part of me that's like, son of a bitch. So I feel it. I feel it for both sides. But in the end, I do kind of go towards them because they have gone through a lot. So if you want to know something about Tremors, actually the Tremor Saga, the link tree, like they've got the Discord in there, which has a whole bunch of stuff. Holy shit, I'm usually trying to research stuff, and if I find anything, I send it to them, and then they post it. But like, there's tons, man. Just go and look up interviews, go and look them up. And this is where actually I got to email Steve back. It's like, hey man, I think I'm with you on the No Tremors podcast thing, but what if I get you something more interesting? So if you have podcasts where you don't want to talk about Tremors with them, they'll be into that. All right, because there's a great series. I think it's The Hollywood Outsider. I think so. Yeah. Where they do 4 different movies of how would you remake this movie with Steve Wilson, and it's awesome because it's him like talking about technical stuff and how to either remake Short Circuit, The Howling, The Magnificent Seven. Fuck. Fuck. Actually, they might only do 3 of the remakes. I think there's one where they just talk about Tremors. But I think that even in that discussion, how would you redo it? But yeah, like Steve Wilson talking about how he would remake Short Circuit is a great podcast because it's totally different. And like, he gets to stretch out of his bounds and like, he's even remaking his own movie too. And it's really awesome and hilarious. He gives and takes. Kevin and Jeff talk about that on Suns and Shadows a lot, where Steve is great with the giving and taking of ideas, and it's never a monopoly. It's everybody working on it. And yeah, like I said, actually, I think the Magnificent Seven one is my favorite because Steve is just flat out like, there's that little kid part of me that's like, I want to do the cool tricks where we shoot the guns out of the guy's hand, and it's, that's how cool he is. But then there's the reality of me that also knows that wouldn't happen. And so how do I remake this movie, and what lines do I draw, and how far do I go with that kind of thing? And it's like I said, that one's the most interesting. So if you have some podcasts that aren't about Tremors or don't want to talk about Tremors, I'm fucked. So please let the Stampede team know. They would love it. Let the Tremor Saga people know. They usually have a direct contact with them. Don't let me know. Like I said, I'm off in my own space a lot of the time. I barely do social media. Facebook. Actually, again, Reddit was where I did shit, but banned. Again, literally perma-banned. I have tried to make new accounts, and my IP address is banned. I tried to make a new one that was named Nancy Sterngood. Gone. I tried to make one named Larry Norville. Gone. I'm just like, this is fucking fucked, man. Even worse, I wasn't even trying to post Tremor stuff. I would like to talk about Stargate on Reddit. I'm really sad. I found like this great Stargate subreddit, and I've been watching Stargate a whole bunch. Actually, I've been downloading it, so I have all the seasons. And I'm just like, man, I'd really love to talk about Stargate or post some things, but I fucking can't. Because somebody somewhere doesn't like me talking about Tremors. So post on Reddit about Tremors. If you're listening to this, it doesn't fucking matter. Post anything. Post videos, essays, art, fucking penises that look like graboids, which there are. Post it on Reddit. Reddit is your best source. You want to change the world? Post all the fuck way over on Reddit, man. Shit. Reddit's the reason that I got Zoran Graboids to like show him, hey, this is what's happened with Tremors. Get him going on his kill counts. That was part like show the world. There's a guy on TikTok and YouTube that keeps taking all my movie details about Tremor. It's really funny. His name is I Am Alan Sai, and he took the one about the gun and the Melvin and the gun, and then just the other day after Fred Ward died, he had to capitalize on it. He took the one about the hammering, that Kevin Bacon improvised, that he's hammering the nail, and that was actually a bit. But again, I was banned from Reddit. This really pissed me. Fred Ward died, and I had people on Reddit tagging me. Hey, where's the Tremors guy? Oh, you Megan Smiles? Where's oh no, they got suspended. Where they been? What's the Tremors guy got to say? I was just like, thanks Reddit, you fucking suck. And not the people. I meant like the admins and mods. Fuck you. Fuck you. Again. You want to talk about oppression people with your gun walls? You are not oppressed. You are not. You're not. Not till you get truly censored and banned. Trust me, man. Not oppressed. I mean, not even Facebook banned, too. Like, any kind of that, man. I don't like it on any sense. You know, it's that tolerating intolerance. Everything but, like, you threatening me, I'm pretty good with. Say whatever the fuck you want, man. Like, now I'm trying to think of whatever else I want to say here. God damn, man. Really, I just, that monopolies and Universal, just so pissed about. Again, I know what it was. So, and this actually works. Chris Odd, I was on his podcast, The Cult of Odd. I recommend. That's a really good one. Great interviewer, great guy. And he was asking me, why don't I like, Tremors 5, 6, and 7? And I was having a difficult time at the time, just trying to process it. Like, what is it that turns me off about that? And it's wrong. That's what I keep going back to. It's wrong. It's not, you're watching everything else, and then it's just like, holy shit, we just shifted the fuck out of this. And did I just enter a new series? I have the same, the new Jurassic Park movies kind of get that for me a little bit. I liked Fallen Kingdom, but like the way you get to things, you're just kind of like, I mean, was that really where this was headed? Is that really what you were doing? I was talking about that with Kevin Smith, where that's why I love everything that Stampede does, is it all seems like a natural progression of where things were going, and that's why it's happening. And I really do, like, those movies are just done dirty because there's something else involved. I don't know what the fuck it is. So I mean, I've been really trying to figure it out. Everything that I see on screen, I think that's the clinical nature of it, is that it's very sanitized. Maybe that's even what it is. Is that you trying to be hardcore kick-ass, but being sanitized about it at the same time is really, like, dishonest. And, like, what do you don't get to be, you don't get to be balls to the wall, rock and roll, and then say, well, kid gloves. No. Stakes. Now that I'm thinking about it, the original movies have some sense of stakes. Lives are on the line. If there's a great, Burt Gummer kills somebody in Tremors 5, and they don't even say anything. There's not even a moment. There's a small, Michael Gross plays a little on his face, and that's it. You killed Drea. Nothing. And then, like, Burt Gummer kills somebody for the first time ever, and there's nothing on the movie about it. And I mean, you do that in a movie, that shit's thematic. You gotta keep it. You better stick that landing. Otherwise, you have just made a character kill somebody who has spent his whole life trying not to kill people. Kill somebody. And that's that gun argument again. Burt Gummer never wanted to kill a person. He may have had that and been ready for it, but that doesn't mean he wanted to. You shouldn't want to kill people. That shouldn't be the goal. And again, with the protection with guns, do you plan on kneecapping every burglar that comes in, or are you just going to shoot them? Because that's what that, like, we all know that. That's what the point is. Yeah. No one should want to. Stop wanting to, people. He blew up his gun wall in 3. I mean, I'm going to take that as a sign, because I'm just so angry and sad and done. Yeah, guys, if you have anything you want to say to me, please come and find me. My name is Levi Dylan Bursloff Lutt at Omegan Smiles. And that name should give you an idea of who I am. It's the end of the world, and I'm laughing at it. I'm smiling at it. Because what else am I going to do? You gotta have some kind of positivity, some outlook. And smiling at something doesn't mean that you are ignoring it. Sometimes you are smiling because you are staring into the jaws of that beast. And just like, holy shit, I'm about to get eaten. Done. This has actually been a great experiment, Twitch people. Thank you. The one viewer, or the two viewers. Got, my usual list of people to thank. Actually, I guess, hey, Kevin Collins, if you're out there and if you're listening, I always thank you, man, for checking in with me. Like I said, I was going through some shit, some real hardcore shit. Thank you, Louis Ramirez, also for checking up on me, man. Again, have I talked to my sister? Yeah, that's why I say stuff on social media. If you see me saying anything about somebody else on social media, just know that I had already exhausted saying things to them personally. I don't say anything about anybody in the public sphere unless I have literally exhausted every option talking to them in private. That's always my last resort. Well, fine, fuck you. You're not gonna talk to me? I will go over here and scream. You won't know it, but I'm mad. But I'm over there screaming about you. So I've tried. And you know what? Again, this is where I hate my sister, or she really is pissing me off, because her last text to me on Saturday was, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I have nothing left to say. And then yesterday, she legitimately called me and then was asking how I was doing. Oh yeah, we're grilling in the parking lot of a hotel. How are you doing? Bitch, you called me after you just said that you didn't want anything to do with me. Are you moving back or are you not? Are you fucking with me or are you not? So again, people, I'm aware of what things are. They're all fucked up. I want to thank Burt Gummer, Meme Stash Guy. Also reached out. Thank you, the Tremor Saga, for posting. I am banned from Facebook, so they've been posting for me. Thank you for posting and caring about me. It's much appreciated to all of you. I know how shitty life is, so again, I thank everybody that's caring in any sense. To the one viewer, whoever the one viewer is, again, thank you for caring. Whoever you are, please make yourself known. When this is done, whoever this one viewer has been, would you please message me and let me know who you are? Because this is you're terrifying me, just so you know. There's a part of me that's I wish that viewer counter was 0, because seeing the one viewer is I'm so scared. So thank you, whoever you are. Let me know. Thank you, people. And again, thank you, Meme Stash Guy, for your memes about this podcast. It's again much appreciated. And again, I want him on this podcast so bad. I do, dude. I really do. Dude, this is what I mean. I would love to have a real you and me, just let's unstoppable force meets immovable object. Have a moment of that's let's fucking figure this shit out, man. Or let's figure out where each of us is wrong, or where each of us is right, and both of those. And what's our strengths? What's our weaknesses? Come on, we can do this. We can do. I was actually just telling Caitlin, it's amazing to me that there are 4 people who went, there should be more Tremors. There's not enough Tremors. I want more Tremors. And we all kind of did it at the same time. There's me. There's the Meme Stash Guy. There's the TikTok Graboid. And then there's Baby Fark McGeezax. And we all separately went oh yeah, we need more Tremors. Let's try to make more Tremors. And we did it all at the same time. So there is a need for this out there. There's a need for us as Tremies to care about each other. So let's find each other. Again, to the one viewer, find me, whoever you are. I'm shouting from the rooftops to find people. And please. It's so cool. Again, that's so cool. All 4 of us separately had no idea about each other, and we all were like, more Tremors. We need more Tremors. And it wasn't until I came in and started researching everything that I actually put all those people in the same room. Which that's the one thing I do, people. Like I see people talking over there, I see people talking over there, and I just go, all right, you guys need to come together. My thing is research and development. I let other people do the actual talking, and I am your bridge. That's the whole point. Yeah, that is so cool. So yeah, TikTok Graboid, Baby Fark, Meme Stash Guy. Thank you. I love you. Zoran Gavojic, you get another huge one. He's gonna be on this podcast too. I gotta do my Zoran Gavojic research, which is actually just me watching low carb comedy videos. So it's just the best kind of research. Like I'm actually looking forward to that. I always gotta thank because the Discord people, Alicia Pearson and Bob Rushy. You two are always just great people, chiming in, trying to do what you can. Actually, Bob, thank you for being on Reddit in the Tremors subreddit where I can't. Like I can't interact, but I'm always there, like looking at things. And I thank you for saying what's actually happening. It's like super duper appreciated. That's the Ouroboros of it, bro. It always comes back around. We start in one place, we end in another, but guess what? It's actually the same place. Thank you. Always thank you, Stampede team. Steve, Brent, Nancy, Ron. Love you guys. Glenn, thank you, Glenn, for always trying to be there in the background, doing your thing. Again, thank you guys. I hope the best for you. Thank you, Bob Wilson, for your lost tapes. Thank you guys. Thank you. Again, I'm saying thank you so much because I'm just so pissed and sad for you right now. Who else? Again, those podcasts I was listening. Thank you, Sons and Shadows, and Kevin Smith and Jeff Johnson from that Sons and Shadows. Don't tell anybody, but I think they're going to have Dana De Lorenzo of The Evil Dead on one of their episodes. I'm super duper excited for that. Like Kelly. No, that's it. And again, Evil Dead is a great series too. But thank you guys. Thank you to Anthony LaFucci of the We Have Issues podcast. Again, another person always reaching out and caring. And then yeah, Zolgar and Grim. I've just been in and out on your Discord, but you guys are really lovely. Like it's a good time hanging out with y'all. And again, I would love to be on your podcast, and we need to come back and do a proper one. Or even like, I gotta have just one actually I want to do 2 episodes where I single both of you out, and I gotta find out as much as I can about you, and I'm just gonna interview you. So like, be on the lookout. But you guys are great. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being on and everything. Man. If you're on, and I always say this, I don't ever really know the Twitter people, but I see you guys talking. Thank you to the Twitter people, always, like, for everything. There was one dude that was, like, thanking the Tremor Saga for, like, just being a great person. That was cute. Oh my god, there's those 3 people. They showed up in the Discord, too. I thought that was funny. There's, like, 3 people who are, like, want to marry the Tremor Saga. I don't know what's happening there, but I think it's adorable. That's where it's so cool to see how that shit evolves or whatever. So I think it's Alex and Evan and Helios or something. Alex, Evan, and it's not Jack or whoever they are. Whoever you guys are, you guys are cute. Keep that up. I love watching that happen with you guys in the Tremor Saga. I'd marry you, but taken. Actually, I think most of the Tremor Saga people are taken too. Actually, that's where I think like the only ones who aren't married are probably like Ron and Brent. I think actually Brent might have a wife. I'm trying to, but the rest of those people, because I know, yeah, Lance, Don does. Again, Michelle's married to Steve. Glenn's not. Yeah, I think most of them are. I think about like half of them. So keep trying. Keep trying, guys. Maybe you'll snag them. Ooh, check out Kaiju Curry House. That was that podcast I was listening to with Steve. It was kind of cute. Always good to. There's a Tremors wedding cake. I saw that they posted. That's adorable. Again, Tremmies are the best. We are so weird and out there. Shit, I just saw one today on Facebook where there was a Lego Tremors. There's a Tremors. There's the Tremors Saga Facebook group. They started it up, and fucking. They got like 1,000 people in it already, and they are just legit just posting from everything. I just think if it's anything related to Tremors, they don't care. They post it. It looks like it doesn't matter. And I'm kind of upset with the official page because it looks like some stuff doesn't get shared or isn't allowed on the official Tremors page. You can quote the movies and be redundant all you want to, but apparently you can't share memes. So, the fuck you. Official one, like, so let's all go to this new one, the Tremor Saga Facebook group. If I could post, that's where I'd be posting. And yeah, fuck a bunch of you. What else? I mean, really, like I said, my mind is so pissed. That's why I couldn't do notes, because I didn't want to stay on track. I wanted to go all over and keep the calm in the center. Every time I see the dirt on my hands, it drives me nuts. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, thank you, Gladys, Jimenez, and Octavio and Juan. They're still, like, they're just busy. They're just coming on soon. So thank you, guys. Again, I'm trying to go through my brain of everything I've fucked up. Thank you to Justin, too. That was a weird episode, but I really liked listening to how much we failed. Thank you, Nate Crabtree. That was another one where it was great to hear how we failed. That guy, you need to hire him. If you have like an event or something, he's actually working on a new one. I think he's doing Darth Vader or Obi-Wan, or I'm not sure. But he's working on a new one. So, like, if you're in England, hire Nate Crabtree to come be your 10th Doctor, or your Jack Sparrow, or your Jon Snow, or your Burt Gummer. He's great. And again, Justin's actually a wrestler, like a professional, or not professional, but he does the whole actual WWE style wrestling. And they're actually trying to turn him into a new hero. I think he's being turned from a heel to a hero, so I'm actually really excited to see the progression of that. And then, yeah, Chris Jacobson also wrestles with him, and he is a heel, and I'd love to have him on this podcast. So, Chris, if you're listening, come on. And that also goes to my friends, too, Joey and Ben and Dessa and Molly. I'm waiting for you guys. I know you're listening. I know you'll be on eventually. I just love you. And also, we haven't played D&D in so long, and I'm stuck in that alternate dimension, and I would just like to see my friends again. I just need my friends. My name's Charcuterie. I am but a humble bard, trapped in the dark dimension. Thank you to Chris Dunham at the Cult of Odd podcast. Again, that's a really good one. Sign up on the Patreon, download some episodes of that. He's got a YouTube page too. He's just a really great guy. I'm going to have him on a later episode too. Thank you too to Mario Rivera. That whole Point in Progress episode, that was awesome, man. Talk about setting me up and letting me fly. And I'm still pissed that my audio was shit, but you also taught me what I need to do to fix my audio. So, boom, we're back in it. Thank you so much. And then to Christian and Michael and Jose, booyah. Thank you guys. Yeah. And again, listen to Point in Progress. That's another good podcast. Their MC University I really like. I like my MCU movies. Don't mind me. Again, trying to just go through. Everybody's been, pretty much like thanked. Yeah, Fred, we miss you. Kevin, if you're out there and listening to this podcast, which I know you're not, there's no greater time for more Tremors. Everybody will want more Tremors, but it just needs to be written well. I think that's where we're all at with that. We would like some practical. We would like it written well. That's where, if you can get that done, please, thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah. I always like to end and thank my family. Thank you to my mom and my pappy, and even thank you to Lacey and Shonday and Chantrell and Samaje and Shamar. And I do mean that. Thank you. I still love you for being my family, for being caring, and for trying to be good people. I appreciate it. And then finally, I always love the final thank. I didn't thank. Make sure that the TikTok graboid, Daniel Trujillo, please go to his TikTok and sign up and follow him. He does some great shit, man. Again, I loved his tribute to Fred Ward. It was just simple, way better than the official people. But finally, again, I want to thank you, Caitlin Marie Lutt-Burzloff. She's downstairs, patiently waiting for me to finish so we can go watch more new TV. Might be Who is America or Our Flag Means Death. I'm not. We're going back and forth on it. But it's a Sunday. Happy Memorial Day, and thank you, babe. Thank you, Caitlin. I love you. Wherever you are, maybe. No, she's got her headphones on. I think she was watching Facebook videos with her headphones on. Because I need the door open because it's hot as hell up here. And you can't run an air conditioner while you're recording a podcast. Because it would just be in the background. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I don't do this alone. I know I sit here and I talk and I talk and I talk and I can talk for 2.5 hours all by myself. But I do think about everybody's opinions while I do it. So if you have anything that you want to say about Tremors, say it. Anything you want to say about Gummers, say it. Anything you want to say about guns, anything you want to say about politics, anything you want to say about it, say it to me. I'm here for it. I'm an open book. And again, I'm usually watching the Tremor Saga stuff. I try to use Twitter when I can. I'm not great at it. But I do. I try to see what they're saying. And when they're having a major conversation, actually, it's where I try to watch and really see. So if you have something to say it to them, say it to me, whoever the fuck you want to say it to. Part of my job is to research. I will find you eventually. That's how it works. Don't look up the word Tremors if you are not prepared for a whole lot of porn you don't want to see. A whole lot of porn of people shaking, man. That's not even. Oh man, that's everywhere. Be careful. Yeah. And I always thank you, the Tremor Saga people, for even you guys put these episodes out there and do this for me. You know, I kind of tell you the idea of what happened in an episode, and you put up a whole description. You put it out there on Anchor, and you do all that, and just get it going. So like, thank you, whoever's listening. I really don't know who they are. They're really great people, though. Sometimes bat people got to work in the shadows, I guess. But thank you all. Yeah, man. Everybody, keep living, keep trucking, just keep gummering. Who knows? In the end, maybe we'll all find out that immortality is other people knowing your name and what good deeds you've done. Because people don't remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. That's why I kind of like old Burt Gummer here. In the end, he makes you feel just like everything's going to be alright. I'm not dead, folks. You can't kill me. You know what? I'll just come back from the dead. And you gotta deal with zombie Burt. And I saw Doctor Strange too. I know how that works. I don't need a Darkhold to come back. No Necronomicons. No siree. Burt Gummer can just come back all on his lonesome. Yeah, folks. I'm not dead. And you can eat my shiny graboid cock. Thank you, folks. I hope you have a good